Okay, now we're going to do this hole at this last hole here. All I'm doing is three passes through the same hole, which will strengthen the corners considerably, and it will fill in the hole considerably well as also. So we'll tighten that up a little bit. Years ago, I used to tighten the lace up so tight when I would go through the project that all the edges of the leather would bend. I had an older gentleman tell me about just loosen it up just a little bit and it'll still be good and snug, good and tight, but you won't have to worry about it bending. And he was correct, so I've been trying for the last couple of years to keep the area just snug. Don't have to go too far. Don't want to tighten it so much like I did before where it would start bending. I always couldn't figure it out in my mind why this leather was bending, it being so stiff. Is because the lace was, darn it, the lace was just so tight. Okay, we are on the last hole, thereabouts. So what we'll do, we will go through this last hole here. Get that all where we need it. Now then, I pulled out the lace where it needs to tie into, and it goes through this little loop. It's one of the holes that it had. Goes through there. Bring it all the way up. Make sure it's still level. And you go back over here and go through your little X right there. Now you don't tighten it down yet. What you want to do is you want to pull this little bit through back here, which the way I do it is I pull that right there. That snugs up, wiggle it around. Okay, now you've got your loop hanging up right there. Now then, what you'll want to do, that first little eye loop right there, right about there, you want to go down through it again. Go through the eye loop, and this time you go down, straight down through it, like you're going towards the floor. Just like this. Now you've got to pull this back side, wiggle it around, and try to snug it up the best you can. Now this back hole, or you can actually pull on it a little bit and it will snug up also. It'll tighten up everything in the middle here. What I do is I pull this pull this out, because this is the backside tone that we're going to finish closing up with. If I can get it out, come on. There we go. That's right there. Now then, you've got the last tie part. Pull it down. Now you got to be careful and don't pull too hard, it'll break the thread or the lace, depending on how tight your lace is. But see, when it's all finished up, that's going to be nice and smooth right there. So what you'll do, it's good and tight and snug. You've got a hole on this side left and one on the back side left. Go through this hole, And what you want to do is try to go up through all the leather in the middle and wiggle through just anywhere in that area, in between the laces, in between the leather. And you'll pull it up through here. This little part is basically done. Still got that last little bit left over. So what I do is I cut off being that we're done, I cut that off. Leave that right there for now. Okay, you've got that piece laying in the middle up there. Now you've got the back side. So you'll want to cut your little, at least an angle. That way it keeps it from snagging. Put the lace on. I always use double prong lace needles. I don't like the single prong very much. I've always used the double prong and they've worked wonderful. Pretty wonderful. Okay, now turn the pretty part of the lace over like so. Get the last hole here. Go through that hole and go the opposite way when you're going up through the lace and the leather in the middle. Now it's tight when it goes up through there. Let's see. It's pretty tight, pretty snug. If everything works like it's supposed to, it should come right up in there, just like that. Look at that, nice and snug. That's all put in. All the laces in there like it's supposed to be. Yep, that's good. All you have to do now is, let me get my fingernail clippers. Hang on one second. Excuse me. Okay. What I do is get the fingernail clippers, and let me lay all the way down so you can see the rest of it. All right. Use the fingernail clippers to, now when I get to the clippers, I pull really hard on that lace. That way I don't cut on the lace itself that's finished. I just cut the excess off. And it does real good when you pull very hard. You know, you really pull tight and then just snap it off, and then whatever's left goes back into the wallet itself. Just like this. Pull, pull, pull. There it goes. Now, one last thing that I like to do is, now that your wallet is done, it's tight, it's real rough, real coarse. You can lay it down, which I do. Okay, we don't need this lace anymore, so we'll throw it out. I get my hammer, and usually you can do the hammer on a piece of metal or your pounding, your granite or marble. But what I do is like so. It flattens it out real nice and smooth, top and bottom. Makes a nice even flow right here. It's a lot different than, you can feel that, and it's just a lot smoother and prettier. All right, guys. Let's see what we got here. I'll open up the top card slot. Usually those are the ones you want to check. That one fit in there good. Once sometimes you want to open that up with the get all the glue off of it. And I got it all finished up, so let me lay this down for you and let you check it out. Everything came out really nice. Okay, outside of the wallet, it's all laced up all the way around. Looked really good. Inside of the wallet came out just gorgeous. All 4 or all 8 pockets on both sides look really good. Got the interior, it's all roomy like it should be. It's all leather now. There's no material inside. And it came out really thin, so it's going to fit in your pocket really nice. The pockets are a little bit shorter. Well, they're longer, and so I had to squinch them together a little bit, but they'll do just fine. As I do this on all of my wallets where they're kind of closer together, but it's because the pockets are a little deeper than normal, which makes the card stand a lot better. Anyway, that's what we got, brother. Okay, well, we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.